So there are things that you just can't make up. And one of them was several years ago, I was literally smuggled into a company via the freight elevator because the company had banned me from entering the building because of my dangerous heretical ideas. We came up the secret elevator. We were met immediately by people that rushed us to a conference room where you couldn't see into the conference room. It was the only conference room on the floor that didn't have glass walls. Um, very very covert. And I thought that this was funny because obviously it would become a story someday. And so the thing was, is so we're talking to this group, and they said, we want to do personal Kanban. We feel like it could really help us out of our hole, and we're really bad at what we do, and we're letting a lot of people down, and management won't listen to us. They just keep telling us to work harder, but we think we need a better way of working because we're really letting people down. And so I said, okay, well, what are you? And they said, well, we're the DevOps group. And I said, the what? They said, we're the DevOps group. I said, what's a DevOps group? And they said, we do DevOps. So can you describe to me what you do? It's like, yes. Well, we have a team with some operations people and some developer people. And I said, okay. And they said, so when a team is done, they will give us the product, and then we will deploy it. What? So yeah, then we deploy it. We've got developers and operations people. She's a developer, and he's a developer, and she's a developer, and I'm a tester, and when these two people are ops people, and blah 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 blah. We're a DevOps team. And I said, when the developers give you the work, do they help? I said, no. Why not? It's because they've got Agile down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Um, can you tell me what that means? He says, yeah, they always meet their sprint goals, and they always get us the code in time. We just have a really hard time deploying it. And you have a hard time deploying it because it's perfect and you're stupid? No, 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 no. It's we've got a lot of work to do. We've got to discover the bugs that are in the software, and we have to actually make it deploy. And you guys have a problem with this. Well, yeah, because we're not getting our job done. The developers are able to go off and have a party and stuff because they've met their goals because they know what they're doing, but we're not doing it. It's like, well, I don't think that you're a DevOps group. I think that you're suckers, and that they're giving you crappy code because they haven't done their work. They've just been able to throw it over the railing, over the wall to you guys. And you're an ops group. There's no dev here. You're an ops group, and you're doing what every ops group has ever tried to do, which is patch up the crap that lazy developers have given you and not get it done. And it drives me crazy because DevOps is collaboration. Like one of the big 16 there, right? It's collaboration, it's communication, it's understanding. It is developers who actually develop the software, actually getting up and walking to the operations area and deploying with the operations people. It is tight collaboration. There is no such thing in the entire world, in the history of forever, that there is such a thing as a DevOps group. DevOps is an activity, it is not a role. And this is really important to me because what's happened now is we found just another way to separate developers from the responsibility over their code. Now they can throw it over to testing, and then after it's done with testing, we can throw it to the DevOps group. And then after the DevOps group, we can throw it to the Ops group. So by the time anybody ever comes back to us, we're 5 or 6 projects ahead. And every bug report, every deployment problem you have, A, interrupts my sprint goals, because that's very important. And it means that I have to go back and remember what I did days, weeks, months ago when developing that software. The whole point of DevOps is to work together. The whole point of Agile is to work together, is to destroy the silos. DevOps groups is just freaking ridiculous. So this is an honest to God rant, okay? I'm honestly ranting today about DevOps groups because I saw it there for the first time, but now I hear it happening over and over again and actually becoming like a thing. Well, there's like this DevOps group thing, and now you can be like certified in being, part of a DevOps group. And it's like, no, like the whole point of DevOps, the whole point of Agile, the whole point of all of this is to collaborate. It's not to create another wall to throw your work over. It's not to create more roles or more certifications or more tests. DevOps is me coding something and then caring enough to actively watch it through deployment. Now, at Gray Hill Solutions, we closed the company in 2009. So before Gene and Kevin sat down and typed up Phoenix Project, way before. All right. Nonetheless, we operated Gray Hill Solutions with no UX person, no coder person, no testing person, and no ops person. We had people who were good at different parts of the system, but we all worked together to solve problems. And you solve a problem by initially figuring out what the user needs, then identifying what the experience that user needs to have in order to get a good product, then coding some initial ideas of what that might look like while you're sharing that with the customer. Do you like this? Do you like that? Do you like this? Do you like that? Then deploying that and, stress testing it and doing all of the other things that you want. So whether it was William or whether it was Alan or whether it was Riley or whether it was Liu or whether it was whoever worked with us, Ed, everyone touched every part of our software, from cradle to life, to running around in the world. And that was ridiculously important for us to be able to deliver quality. So we were doing DevOps, but we were doing UX dev testing ops, customer support, and I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, my organization's too big for that, and that's hooey. That's not appropriate. I've been at many large organizations, uh, 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 banks in Australia, financial institutions in the UK, game companies in Southern California, etc. There's a lot of companies with a lot of people in it who are able to collaborate across the entire value stream. The question is, do we have enough guts to slow down for a few minutes and actually figure out what is in our way for developing good software? And the reason that this whole rant is important is that what we're doing with these DevOps groups is creating just more impedance to getting work done. We think we're making things better, but we're actually just putting up another silo in a stream of silos for people to throw work over, rather than saying, what stands in our way and how can we develop faster?